Hello, welcome to the Cosmic Tea. It's me, Kier, your heavenly host. All right, what are we talking about today? So, I'm telling you that the audio I'm about to record, I'm going to hit record in my Telegram app because I'm delivering my Hot Girl Aura Telegram ladies little audio training or tidbit, blah, 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 to go along with their day 6 11-minute Kundalini challenge inside the second round. Ek Ong Kar Sat Guru Prasad is the mantra that we are working with. Actually referred to as the magic mantra in the Kundalini tradition. Carries a transmission of divine realization, and it's never about calling in your desires necessarily. When we approach manifestation through the lens of Kundalini yoga, it's holistic, so it's the whole embodiment of what it means. So the mantra, Ek Ong Kar. Ek is that one creative force frequency. It doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a label. We can't call it God or Lord or source or universe. Well, we can, but immediately, because the logical mind, it's just doing what it does, it labels, it loses its essence. So in the Japji, Ek is that frequency, it's the sound vibrational pattern of source within us. Ong is that creative force manifested, expressing itself through all things. So it's the primal pulsation of creation, the sound current that birthed what is the cosmos, reminding us that we are simply not separate. We are a part of the original rhythm of source. We have access to a biorhythm of well-being and alignment and flow that really, in this matrix, in this fear-based timeline, we're not privy to because of the illusion, all of the Maya, the illusion. So Ek Ong Kar fragments the illusion. Sat Guru, truth, inner teacher. Gu, light that pierces through distortion. We're not figuring things out. That's a mental exhaustion. It's a mental illness to constantly be trying to figure everything out. We use frequency. When you chant, it reorganizes the electromagnetic field and you start to experience more clarity. Prasad, the divine gift. Grace, opening to grace. It's not an earning, it's not an action. It's the moment that the ego self softens and your body becomes a vessel. It is safe to receive higher vibrations, love, expansion. This dissolves karma. When karma dissolves, those crystallized, sticky timelines, sticky patterns. When those dissolve, timelines shift. So we never have to force the quantum leap, force the timeline shift. We just dissolve the karma, the resistance, the non-stop going. And then doors open, life opens. We start the loop again. Ong Kar, Sat Guru Prasad. The pattern stabilizes your frequency. It builds the torus field around your aura. It's the sacred geometry of effortless receiving, effortless magnetism. So scientifically speaking, repeating it activates your hypothalamus and pituitary via the upper palate points, top of your tongue. Governs your mood, your regulation, how you perceive. This mantra soothes, well, all mantra, chanting mantra, soothes your vagus nerve. Programs in I am safe, I received, I soften into the body. You're repatterning your subconscious, the part of you that filters 95 to 99% of reality. Your auric field responds to all this changing. It is strong. It is effective. It bends reality. This ain't positive thinking. This is frequency. If you're doing all of the mindset work, you're still looping in fear, hitting these upper limits of your nervous system capacity over and over and over again and not seeing results. It's one thing to okay, I'm expanding. Ooh, this is an edge. I'm going to create safety within myself at the edge and then expand past the edge, regulate, and then you've created a new baseline. And you're seeing the reality respond to that. That's one thing. If you keep hitting that edge and just spiraling back to kind of what feels like square one, there's too much dysregulation happening. Stop, drop, kunda. Chant the mantra. Vibrate the cosmos. What part of you resisting this needs to be loved? Say it out loud with me. Ong Kar. E-K, or in the Japji it's I-K, but Ong Kar. Sat Guru Prasad. This is mantra science. This is sacred sound technology. So yes, that is the mantra we've been working with inside Hakra Laura. If you are listening to this live, it is early August. Doors close August 31st. And then we hop into our whole September experience. Whenever you hop in, let's say you wait to the last damn day, sister. You're still not behind, right? You enter, you begin, you're tapped in, you've got the community, you've got me live for 30 days, you're doing this. You lock in the practice, and then you have it. It's a repeatable system. I designed it to be a repeatable system. You walk away with 33 11-minute practices building on one another to change your whole reality, your whole field, your whole experience of what it means to manifest, to materialize, to be a creator. So come in now. You will not regret it. And I'm just very excited to see you. The women in there are going to be very surprised and excited when I announce what I am bringing into the fall to extend this style of container. A membership type thingy-majiggy. And obviously the women inside are going to get banging grandfathered in price point. Just boom, you just locked in Kundalini for a year. Holy fuck. So DM me on Instagram. You can ask me questions. That's literally what I'm here for. I want to help you make the best decision for you, your desires, your life, your goals. Okay? Now I am going to open Hakra Laura Telegram. I'm actually going to go into the Ong Kar Sat Guru Prasad little channel. Each mantra is separated by a cool little Telegram Telegram channel, and then there's the main chat. It is so organized, so streamlined, so easy to just boom, tap in. I'm kind of super obsessed. So let me hit the chit chat. All right, while I pull up a few things, take a deep breath. And exhale. Okay, perfect. So excited. So I was reflecting this morning on some journal prompts that I received inside a little Telegram group called Chill AF, Chill as Fuck, with Hera. Hera's in here. So I met Hera. Well, we've never met in real life, but she's from my hood. We have a mutual friend. A few years ago, my mutual friend was like, I don't know why you're messing around with like biz coaches and shit online. Like, Hera's one of us. She's from your planet. Like, tap in. And I was like, okay, I'm tapped in. Love it. Obsessed. So we really got, talking more once she joined Hot Girl Aura. And then I was like, I want to be I want to be plugged into your shit. And I'm plugged in Chill as Fuck. So check her out. Check that out. It's fun. It's amazing. So there was a journal prompt, and it was about what am I actually, I forgot the actual prompt. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. What am I being asked to feel instead of fix? And I was like, this is juicy. Led me to contemplating and having to say what I'm sharing with you now. So, what if your struggle with visibility, showing up, being seen, income, sales, really truly wasn't about another tweak, another website update, a better written email, a social media manager, a this, a that, a better this, that, tweaking, constantly tweaking, right? What if it really at this point has nothing to do with that? Or even if, let's say, it does a little. Okay, sure, yeah, I love to say, we can always tweak messaging and be more clear. But what I'm about to talk about now, if this is not cleared up, nothing will stick and flow the way that you really desire. So, if it's about none of that, but it is about your nervous system's ability or lack of ability to receive love. I'm not talking about just romantic love or just friendship love, but that really fucking deep feeling of being seen and being loved for who you are, as you are, without fixing, proving, performing. Social media parallel. Okay, so you show up and you get likes and people follow you and they like your stuff. Great. That's honestly a surface level layer of one, external approval. It means very little. And two, actually being absorbed, let's say. Let me explain a little better. Most of us were taught somatically, not just cognitively, that love, being loved, receiving love meant effort, that it was very conditional, that attention equaled approval, that safety equals when I perform, when I am good, when I keep everyone happy? How does that show up when you show up? So the social media thing, okay, great, attention equals approval. Now I can be a little more myself. But what about when people come into your containers and they pay you and they say, I love you, I love your stuff? Does that really land in your body? How does your nervous system respond really to a, let's say you have a Telegram group of 50 something women and they're receiving what you're putting out. And one thing is they're like, I love you, I love this, oh my God. Are you able to let that sink into your body and receive it without like thinking of the next thing to do, or that you have to keep that love or keep the momentum, or oh no, how am I going to keep it? Yeah, I want to squeeze it. Love is meant to be flowed. How does it feel in your body to actually receive love? Do you believe that you're allowed to be loved for who you are? So when the universe tries to hand you money, clients, abundant support, and you don't trust it on some level, this is where we freeze, we fawn, and we go to that animalistic mindset of like, fix, work, move, produce, fix, improve, go, fix, blah, 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 blah. Like, you've done enough of that. I mean, yes, of course, we could always, this is kind of a mindset training, right? If we were going to talk about it, we could always fix mindset. But at the core, and the ETs agree, the ETs show me the way that the nadis, the channels, flow through your body and affect your nervous system. It is 100% about receiving unconditional love, because it is pretty foreign on earth to be truly unconditionally loved. It's like how we would love a little baby or a little puppy. Most of us didn't grow up like that in those environments. Even if your home life was like perfect, you go to school, good luck, a teacher's gonna fuck you up, like there's something. We're gonna translate a lot of external into, I have to be XYZ to receive XYZ, and it's boiling down here to receiving love with no strings attached. How you receive love and how it feels in your body is how you're going to receive money. Because if someone gives you money for a service and you feel like, I don't deserve it or I have to prove to keep it, it's going to feel fucking weird and you're going to block more. That's just energetic reality. You're not doing anything wrong. It's the nervous system response. Like, for example, I could be vulnerable here. My relationship with my parents, my mother, is like no bueno. It is really intense, challenging. She was raised by I think, not just, whatever. It all goes down the line. When I would receive love, it was very conditional, whether it was affection. I didn't grow up in an affectionate family. There was a lot of hugging, not a lot of I love you. There wasn't emotional support. And so I've learned that when I am myself, when I am open, when I'm emotional, when I am who I am, when I'm teaching, when I'm sharing, when I'm unfiltered, it is not lovable. And a lot of that has had to be reprogrammed for me to show up, to share, to actually believe that I am allowed to get paid, hold space, be loved, and it's just all fucking good. So I've been asked a lot through all different, I love reflection work. And it's like, how do I get better at receiving? How do I allow receiving? How do I allow money? And I love this prompt that Hera gave. Where am I being asked to feel instead of fix? Because when your system equates love with effort, receiving can feel threatening. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. And that can show up as under-earning, even though you are showing up. I actually just ordered this book my therapist recommended. It's called Overcoming Under-Earning. I'll let you know all about it once I start going through it. But she recommends it to a lot of healers, service providers. It's like we have so much love to give, a lot of times because we're pretty wounded in the areas of receiving love. And so we learn to kind of try to heal that within ourselves by giving love. And then we wonder why, why do I feel like I'm not getting it back? I'm sure a lot of us learn that in relationships. A lot of us probably had really fucking hard lessons with that. And so it's like, okay, I'm showing up for my business. I'm doing it. I'm giving love. Why am I not receiving? Well, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing to fix. Where you need to feel. And so Kundalini, it primes our nervous system to feel cosmic frequencies. And babe, you know what a cosmic frequency is? It is a love that like explodes in our body in like a good way. I guess it would be like that like climaxy or orgasmic pulsation. That's love. Love outside of the 3D blows our minds, literally, again, in a good way. It blows us out of duality and attachment and bullshit and stories. It blows open our channels to receive, to be, to flow. Love is the ultimate nourishment. If you do not feel safe letting it in and being it purely. So giving and receiving, the balance in yogic philosophy between prana, receiving life force, prana, and apana, being able to exhale. The balance between inhale and exhale represents the balance between giving and receiving. It should be very natural and deep, right? And nourishing. Where a lot of us, we receive like like short breath. It's kind of like in response to everything around us, right? So you can see how even breath control, pranayama, it like breaks down essentially etymologically, blah, blah, blah. Some Sanskrit, like breath control of prana, controlling the flow of prana through the body to open different systems, to channel. So if you don't, and this isn't like a cognitive thing. You're not just walking around and be like, okay, I'm safe to feel love. This is completely somatic and energetic, very much so. Your mind comes online after. It doesn't have to. We're like doing it in reverse when we do mindset first. It's body first, the mind comes online, and then the mindset clicks. So if you do not feel safe letting it in, you will block all sorts of fucking forms of it trying to reach you. Clients, cash, whatever you want. Like, we all want different things for different reasons. Essentially, we all want freedom. We all want success. That's going to look so fucking different to so many different people. So what is it for you for real? And then ask yourself, what am I being asked to feel instead of fix right now? In my business, in my life? Or is this reflecting in my life, or it's reflecting in my business? Your business is a reflection of your life. The way we do one thing is the way we do most things. I notice in my own, I do struggle a lot with intimacy and like allowing touch, allowing love. I've spoken about a best friend breakup a couple years ago really triggered my wounds of betrayal, abandonment, rejection. All three, the fucking trifecta. And it deeply made me question if people even like me. Because I had this person in my life who, looking back, so there was like this surface level belief, whatever, that this person loves me for who I am. We're gonna be friends forever. We've been friends forever. We've seen each other at our worst, at our best. Like, I am loved for who I am. It was one of, yeah. So I can't even actually keep talking about it, or I will cry. So that, holy fuck, really like had me questioning if I'm lovable in a very deep way. And so thankfully I have this work and these spaces where I get to plug into and feel nourished, and then I get to create spaces that are nourishing for other women to plug into, and so on and so on. So if your partner looks you in the eyes, hold your hand, look you in the eyes and say, I love you. How does that feel? Is there resistance? For me, there is. And he's the love of my life. He's my soulmate. I mean, so I say right now, who the fuck knows? But like, we're getting engaged, bought a house. I want him to be my baby daddy. I want to make babies with you. And I can't, and like eye contact, touch, blah, blah. I look at like, how am I receiving? When clients, when comments, when women say, I love your work, I love you, you've helped me so much. I'm like, really? The part of me is like, really? Yeah. So maybe there's nothing to fix right now in you or your business. It's an allowing. And luckily, thankfully, we have the Kundalini to train us to receive that. And that is why it is a powerful as fuck manifestation tool. So, I'm going to write these journal prompts in the bottom. I suggest doing them after a practice, so you get that regulated state. What am I being asked to feel instead of fix right now in my business, my life? Where am I still trying to prove that I am lovable instead of receive that I already am? Who would I be if I believed I had nothing to fix, nothing to prove to get paid? How would I show up if I believed I was 100% lovable and worthy? Fully receiving is softness. So let your nervous system tell you and guide you. That's where the shift lives. Your nervous system and your emotional body are one and the same. One of them is physical, like through your physical body. It's pinging out the translations of your emotional body. Your emotional body is projected. It's ethereal, so it's energy. It's invisible to the common eye. I see it. It's something I see. It is projecting itself into physicality and creating your nervous system. They go back and forth, back and forth. Your karma created your nervous system. Your mama created your nervous system. Your mama's your karma. Same shit. The generational stuff, it's karma. The emotional body is what the soul was attracted to because of karma. You attracted your own patterns, you see. So when we receive, when we heal the nervous system, when we allow full-blown love in, we dissolve it all and it flows. And that is just energetic truth. So, one more piece. that I forgot that I want to say. A lot of times online, I've worked with women who post a lot, get a lot of followers, get a lot of acknowledgement, but they're not getting paid or selling, because I think consistently selling is an act of self-love. In business, I mean, yeah, selling, learning to sell is an act of self-love and service for yourself and your business and essentially your people. Now, when you show up and you gain all these followers and all these likes, that's visibility, that's external validation, that's some sort of validation, but that's not intimacy. You can be seen and still guarded, still hustling behind the scenes, wondering why it's not working. Why am I so inconsistent selling? Why isn't the support happening? And I see, honestly, the building of followers, building of likes, posting a ton of surface level stuff, and avoidance of intimacy with yourself, with your audience, with your work. Being seen is one thing. Allowing yourself to be loved and loved raw is a whole nother thing. And that's a difference a lot of times between having a big ass account with a bunch of fucking likes and you're not making any money because there's a lack of intimacy allowed within yourself, and then it's translating into your business and your social account. So anyway, there's a lot of noise going on outside. I'll leave you with this. The next time you catch yourself maybe spinning like, why isn't this launch working? What am I doing wrong? Why aren't more people buying? Ask, am I being seen but still not letting myself be loved? Am I fixing when I'm really being asked to feel? Because love is not just being admired, it's not being externally validated, but it's actually receiving deeply in your body that you are safe. And this is the nervous system recalibration required for true wealth in the Aquarian age. Everything is changing. Money systems are changing. Jobs are changing. AI is changing the world. The coaching industry is shifting. Used car salesmen, women screaming in our faces are much less fucking convincing. We see right through all of the people not doing their own shadow work for real, right? We know when someone's just trying to get a fucking sale. So it's our job, if we're selling, if we are putting services out there, asking for money from the universe, from our business, from people, it is our job to soften and allow love. And to show up strongly. Because soft isn't weak. Surrender isn't weak. It is a strength. It takes commitment. I like the word discipline. I know, because discipline comes from disciple. Wait, I need to look up the etymology. Whatever, I don't need to do it right now. And the outside noise is driving me crazy. This is long, but I love you. No more fixing. Okay?